extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 30.
I'll be back, y'all.
Five-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They go play action with Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Marr is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
36.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Mike, there we go. So we're going to 52. Tighten up. Here we go, 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down,
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch the whip.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Down to lose one. Then we're going to 53. Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. But pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
180! 54, right, 54. I got one.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it cost them 2 points.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit. We're going to 54. Why?
Prescott on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
47. Safety creep. Check 3. We're going to 54. Why?
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Man, I got you. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 55 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
47. 26.
After the sack on first down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Prescott yet again. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Elliott. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
We got to step it up. Switch. Kill.
Back to throw. Elliott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on.
That he's into the clear. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 82 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing here, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the counter, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Running with Elliott. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Robert Quinn. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On first down, it's Elliott, and some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there, and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got him looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Oh, yeah!
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him. 2
yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hey, here we go. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Right here. Here we go. 46.
To the air again. Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Wormley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pull it high. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Dancing to his left. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 69 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Ladies and gentlemen,